It's January 14th, 2022, and you are listening to the Take the Over podcast presented by Live Casino. Let's go. Oh, let's go. It is not only is it January 20 or January 14th. It is all day long. It is also very big weekend here as far as sports go, and as far as sports betting goes, and as far as we go. It is Super Wild Card Weekend. Drew, how are you doing?
Speaking of we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Steelers.
Here we go. Pittsburgh's going to the Super
playoffs. Well, you knocked the mics out when you did that.
Whoops.
It's all right. They're back.
Okay. Songs off the rails, but either way, the Steelers are going to the Super Bowl. I'm excited for.
You think all the way?
For playoff football.
You think all the way?
It's going to be really good. And I have angered your dog, your puppy upstairs.
That is okay. We had a little bit of a look. I want you to know that we told you last week we didn't have a clue. We didn't have a clue.
You did harp on that once, twice.
More than that.
Okay.
We didn't have a clue because we didn't. We didn't know, who was
playing.
Run the
supercut.
Who was... You're probably wondering how I got into the situation. We just didn't know. We didn't know who was playing. We didn't know who wasn't playing. And turns out it wouldn't have mattered. We were
first ever Week 18 in the NFL. Like there's no stats to back anything up for Week 18.
It's true.
Nobody knew what was going on. So I think that I'm not going to give us a pass, but I think we should get a pass.
I think we should get a pass. Hey, it's our show. We get a pass.
Good on us. First Week 18's in the books.
Yeah.
The inaugural Week 18
didn't go the way we wanted it to.
Hope for many more, but that one was not the best.
Was not the best.
And it's because I said before, whenever I first got here today, I think it was partially because I picked the Jets.
They will let you down.
So yeah.
If I know anything about the Jets, they will let you down. So we had a little bit of an off week, but it's Super Wild Card Weekend. We have five with the most games you have ever had in a Wild Card Weekend because there's only one bye this year, and that's the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. So with that being said, we have two games tomorrow, 2 games on Sunday, and 1 game on Monday. First time ever a Wild Card closes out on a Monday night. So very exciting. Which I'm not sure why they did. They could have done a 1:00 game on Sunday, a 4:30 game. You think it's the money?
Oh, why not?
It's
Absolutely.
the money.
You have one more game. You have probably the marquee game on Monday night.
You think that's the marquee game?
I think so. That's one that
division rival.
That's one that I think if you just asked the average football fan off at the street, like who do you think from the NFC has a chance of winning the Super Bowl? I think a lot of people are going to say LA. A lot of people are going to say Arizona.
Yeah. And
not knowing that they're playing each other, one of those teams is done. Their chance of winning the Super Bowl is completely done this week. So I think that's the marquee game. I put it on Monday night. I talked to you about it through text before too. That one of those teams is going to be on a short week for next week.
Well, that's the hard part, right? Yeah.
So,
how do you do that? You
get an extra day to prepare, but it's like, well, these teams they're familiar with each other. It should be a good game. I'm looking forward to it.
We've never had a Super Wild Card Weekend before, and very excited about it. We have a ton. Drew Nick Tabish said, "Finest podcast on the planet." If you would, the phone lines are open, buddy. So don't sell yourself short. You're always welcome to call in. We do love you and enjoy you, and if you have any connections with Uncle Tony. By the way,
COVID survivor Nick Tabish.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
COVID finalist.
I hope he's doing well. Good to hear from you, Nick.
When did he have it?
Thanks for chiming in.
When did he have it?
I don't know. I think that's share that, right?
No, but you already shared his name and the fact that he had it, so I'm pretty sure all the HIPAA violations.
I said hippo violation.
Oh, hippo.
I said hippo violation.
I want a hippopotamus.
We play a lot of hungry hippos.
Okay. This is already real.
But thanks, Nick. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, well, you look great, and congratulations on getting married this year. Anybody else want to comment in the chat? We won't share any personal information about you.
Yeah, that's actually my promise to you, the listener. That was the last one. So
that's
it?
it?
Thanks, Nick, for being the first and last.
HIPAA cover blown. Lord out. Peace. We will always... and I will remember you. So let's kick it off. We got our first game. Our first game is tomorrow. Our first game is there's really no reason to talk about the games that have already passed because it doesn't matter. We can't change the past. We're done living in the past. And this weekend starts off with probably my favorite game of the weekend, if we're being real honest, is the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati's giving 5.5. First time Joe Burrow is going to be in the playoffs. And Derek Carr has never started a playoff game before either. I think he was injured last time the Raiders went into the playoffs. So very, very matchup here because this is one of those teams. This is two teams where it's like, all right, whoever wins could make a really deep run. But also, I could see both these teams losing.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to anybody that had the Raiders making the playoffs.
Who would that have been? Who would that have been? Plus 300? Plus 300?
The plus 3 or 330, somewhere around there. Yeah,
interesting. Interesting.
It is what it is. The odds only matter if you lose, right?
It's true.
I think this game is also intriguing. I don't think the Raiders have as much potential to go as far as the Bengals at this point in time. I think they beat a Chargers team, which has been impressive, especially on fourth downs. Apparently, with Herbert just going absolutely out of his mind, just throwing missiles on fourth down. That was fun to watch.
4th and 21, score a touchdown.
No
4th and 21, dude. I cannot.
problem.
I tell you that I'm the only person in Pittsburgh. Probably not the only person in Pittsburgh. I was like, I want to see it end in a tie. I want to watch the world burn.
As a person in Pittsburgh, I will also say you're not the only in Pittsburgh. You're the only person in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm not.
No, you're not the only person in Pittsburgh. But you're the only person in Pittsburgh that thought that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think that was a good game, and I don't think that's really a prove it for the Raiders. However, you think about their season. Think about the losses they've endured, and I mean, you lose John Gruden as your head football coach after his infractions. And then you lose John Madden, a legend, and then they light the eternal flame for John Madden. I mean, is that so? Maybe I'm going to eat my own words here by saying I don't think the Raiders had as much potential to go far. I forgot that all that happened. I think that they may have the most potential to go far.
If they win, that's going to be the sickest documentary ever.
Oh my
like
God,
the behind the scenes, that would be the sickest documentary ever. Like turmoil in the locker room, coach getting fired for being a misogynistic asshole. Their legendary coach passes away. This new guy just shows up, their interim coach, and he rallies the boys, takes them to the playoffs. Not only taking them to the playoffs, underdogs the entire way because they're not going to they're not going to be favored. If they're not favored in this game, they're not going to be favored in a game. The only way they'd be favored in a game is if the Steelers actually won this week and they played the Steelers next week. You know what I mean? So it's like. They make it and they keep going.
Watching that documentary
would be sick.
You watch them on Hard Knocks?
No, I don't have HBO. I'm not rich.
But it's watching a documentary with Carr succeeding like that.
You kind of want him to.
He's just doing a great impression of a quarterback. even whenever the documentary camera's are on, it's like, hey, you could just be you could. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just not familiar with that lifestyle. Myself, I'm not familiar with the lifestyle of an NFL quarterback, but anyways, he's doing a good impression of an NFL QB. And but I think if we're talking about picks in this game,
sure, yeah, we're talking about picks in this game.
I don't know if I'm going to touch anything with the line just yet, but okay. I do like Jamar Chase to have the most receiving yards, which on FanDuel right now is plus 250. So plus 250 for Jamar Chase to have the most receiving yards out of any receiver, Las Vegas and Cincinnati.
So not all weekend, just out of these two teams.
Correct.
Okay.
Jamar Chase to have the most receiving yards. He's actually even odds with T. Higgins. They're both plus 250 on FanDuel right now. And then Darren Waller and Hunter Renfrow. But I think that Jamar Chase is going to...
Jamar Chase is probably the better pick because Jamar Chase he's more electric. Like he won't have a ton of catches. I mean, he might have a ton of catches, but like he'll just go off for one for 70 yards, and that helps if you're trying to get the most receiving yards. However, Hunter Renfrow has been like the guy. Well, but now Darren Waller's back, so where do you go? I'm just gonna, the problem with choosing Jamar Chase to have the most receiving yards is that team has so many weapons. They have like 3 or 4 guys that are young and can really make it happen. So that's a tough one. Dude, I've become a Bengals fan ever since the Jets beat them 38-34, whatever it was. I'm back in the Bengals here. It's not my most confident pick of the week, but I'll take Bengals minus 5.5 here just to see. I think if you're looking at experience, neither of these teams have playoff experience or a ton of playoff experience. So you go with the hot hand. The last time these two teams played, it was 32-13 Bengals. So there's that.
When was that? Do you have the date or the season?
No, it was the end of the season, close to the end of the season. It was after the whole Gruden thing. It was after the whole Henry Ruggs thing. It was the Bengals defense is actually playing pretty well. They're not bad. They haven't given up a ton of points. They're averaging 22 points a game given up, but their offense is just electric. So you're twisting my arm right now. Bengals.
I think that I agree with that. If I were to take something, it would be that. I'm not taking anything though. The thing with the Bengals performing like they are, like
right.
The nice part is a fan of of a different AFC North team. I'm not happy for I'm happy for Joe Burrow. I feel like Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
It feels like almost he's not that he's larger than the organization, but their success almost comes down to Joe Burrow.
100%.
I don't think that the performances would be the same with Andy Dalton in the mix with the Bengals, but you know what? You never know. I feel like that the Joe Burrow being the quarterback gives me confidence in the Bengals, and if they were the ones to make it through this game, I could see a lot of scenarios where they go very far.
Yeah. The one thing I do like in this game, other than the 5.5, I'll take it for a touchdown. I'll take it. But I mean, hey, the Raiders have been a team that's just clawed back and forth. It's not my most confident bet of the week, but I'm locking it in. Bengals minus 5.5. Joe Mixon touchdown. Anytime touchdown score.
I like that too.
Joe Mixon. I'm going to write that down. Mixon. Anytime touchdown score. TTS. And then Bengals minus 5.5. For sure. Here's a fun one for you guys. If you're interested right now, you can pick right now outright Super Bowl betting. Just pick it outright. Whoever you think is going to win, pick the Super Bowl to win it outright. Packers are favorites at plus 390, plus 380 to win it all. That's pretty good odds. Steelers are plus 9,000. I mean, it's worth a flyer, right? It's worth a flyer. A flyer of like what, $1 wins you like what, $900?
Ben Roethlisberger has had 3 last games. This will be his 3rd last.
That's true. He had a last home game. He had a last NFL game.
Nope.
Well, apparently not, but he went into it thinking that's my last NFL game.
Oh, no, he has the last playoff game.
What a shitty thing to say this week. We're not going to not talk about it. Ben Roethlisberger comes out and he was like, hey guys, we don't have a chance, so let's just go have fun. That's what he wants. So let's just go have fun.
Maybe that's the spark this team needs. While we're on the subject, I think I saw on the bottom line of ESPN yesterday that Juju Smith-Schuster is back at practice.
Okay.
That's all it said. It doesn't say anything about return. I have no clue if that means like he ran like 1 rep at practice and went back inside. There's got to be games that people play. There's games that coaches play with their players come playoff time because the other team's trying to prepare for you. So who knows if Juju Smith-Schuster's
gonna play,
right? Make a big part of the offense, or if he's gonna just play for a couple.
What was he injured? What was his injury?
It beats me. I think it was ankle.
Yeah,
but no,
yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay.
But still, like, those games are being played where, is he active? Is he not? The other team has to prep for him. Do they not?
Sure.
How does that change?
He was full participant in practice?
I didn't see. I just saw he returned to practice.
I feel like if you're a full during the week of a playoff, while you're also battling for a new contract, because he was only on a 1-year deal, if we remember. He was only on a 1-year deal. So as all that stuff adds up, I think if you're healthy enough to practice, you got to go. Even if it's just at a limited capacity, you have to go. We'll talk about that game here in just a minute. But we do have another Saturday game to choose
chronological
from.
order. I like
yeah,
it.
we'll just because we're going to talk about all of them.
Keep us on track.
We're going to talk about all of them because there's not many of them this week. So let's go. It was Bills Patriots. Bills giving 4.5 to the Patriots Saturday night game. The nightcap on Saturday. Saturday night game. How you feel about that?
I mean, that's this is like it's like the AFC East had their own little 14 tournament.
Sure.
So these are the winners that made it out of that, and now we're gonna go. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
4.5. Buffalo is giving
Buffalo.
Do
you know what the weather's like in Buffalo?
I can tell you what it's going to be on Sunday. Sunday in Buffalo. Orchard Park, actually, because Buffalo's dude. It's so crazy up there, but Orchard Park, New York.
I'm not familiar with the geography of Buffalo.
There's like a snow line, and it would if you're on one side of the snow line, you'll get rain or like a little bit of snow, and then if you're on the opposite side of it, you'll get 10 inches, 12 inches. It's ridiculous. Sunday in Buffalo is a low of 0. So there's Saturday. Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Whoa, Saturday is pretty bad. Saturday, it doesn't look like it's gonna snow or there's not any precipitation. That's tomorrow. High of 10, low of 1. Wind chill's got to feel like right now it's 18 and it feels like 5. 10, it's got to feel like minus 4 or 5.
No precipitation?
No, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't say.
What's the wind look like?
I can't see that from this app right now.
Oh my! Hold on.
I will say right now.
But we have seen situations before where the Patriots are going to make a game plan based on the weather, or they'll at least make one on the fly. Whether that was their game plan all week or not,
I don't
know. But they'll make a game plan for the weather. So I actually got snake bit by.
Buffalo?
I thought playoff Belichick or last week Belichick would have something up his sleeve to try and get themselves the home field advantage here for this one, but no, it's something that
maybe you felt like you didn't need it.
Buffalo Bills, I think it's their time.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's their time. Buffalo Bills minus 4.5. I'll take that on.
You're going Bills minus 4.
On here, yep. Josh Allen's been playing in the league for long enough now. He's tasted playoff defeat, so now he understands that this is the time to buckle down. Mac Jones, welcome to the playoffs. Enjoy your first week. Make a tea time for next week.
Interesting. I'm on the opposite side. If you're going to give me Bill Belichick and points,
we tried talking about this last week. I got go ahead.
With
go
a
ahead.
No, with a
we all have to go through our battles by ourselves. Go ahead.
This is my battle. We all, it's one of those things. Bill Belichick, he is the guy. Like playoff football. He is mad that Tom Brady got a ring last year with that, and he didn't get one. He has his new shiny quarterback. And to be honest with you, I'm just going to tell you right now, I called it in November. The Patriots are winning the Super Bowl this year with a rookie quarterback. This will be the first team to ever win a Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback starting the game. And that's what Bill Belichick needs. He's going to be like, I was the first guy to ever do that. So we don't Tom who, and that's what it's going to be. So you give me Bill Belichick getting points. Patriots win this game outright. Patriots money line is just so you know, on FanDuel, and just so you know, on FanDuel, you should be placing all your bets on
plus
FanDuel.
190.
Plus 190.
Yeah,
that's it
for the Patriots. That's all.
I'll take the minus 106 at plus 4.5. Yeah,
okay.
I'm taking Patriots plus 4.5.
I mean, the Patriots were at week 12, like weeks 10 to 13. Patriots were probably the most heavily bet Super Bowl championship team
for sure, and then it really dove off.
Yeah.
You could get him. I told our friend Jacob. I told him we were sitting there watching games one weekend, and I said to him, right now I think that the Patriots are the team to do it, and they were like a plus. To win the Super Bowl, they were only like plus 3 to make it to the Super Bowl, like plus 350 or something like that. Right now, for the New England Patriots to win the Super Bowl, outright, plus 2,200.
Okay.
I mean, that's
they're the dog. I mean, they're the dog on the road in the playoffs.
Okay.
And so you have Belichick, which I was sitting here thinking about. I wanted to make a big point about how long ago Belichick's dominance began.
Yeah.
I don't think it was quite 20 years ago, but 20 years. Like 20 years is a long time to stay on top for anything.
Dude.
So he's
think about how much has changed in 20 years.
He's adjusted his game with the times, but the
you
playoff,
have an iPhone.
The playoff tactics that were once, and I'm sure he's not using the same ones from 20 years ago.
Right.
But the playoff tactics that were once used aren't going to continue to be the same. It's one of those things where the field, the environment, everything could stay the exact same, but there's a bunch of different outcomes. So I think that even just using the same tactics, so changing tactics,
right?
I think that I'm not saying Bill's behind the times, but I mean, it wouldn't surprise me with the rookie quarterback and a rookie system. I think we saw with Brady taking Tampa Bay to a title last year.
Yeah.
That the question was asked. It turns out that they're both the greatest, Belichick or Brady. Who was the driving factor in that team's success?
Right.
I think at the beginning it was Belichick with his strategies and knowing how to manage a team through the playoffs. And then eventually Brady and Belichick were able to collaborate, and then maybe Brady take a larger role. Brady take a larger role to help the team through the playoffs. So I think that the Belichick is a great mind, but you know what? It takes more than one great mind running the offense, calling the plays to make a team work. So I think Bills minus 4.5 at home. I think they're gonna have I think the Bills are gonna have a great year, a great postseason. Interesting.
Any player props for this one?
Let me see here.
I like. I'll tell you a guy who's been really good at player props this year for me. Dawson Knox to score touchdowns. He usually does. Josh Allen rushing yards. Here's the thing. I think the Bills learned last time. If you're gonna play the Patriots in bad weather, you don't throw the ball 40 times. Mac Jones threw it 3 times last time and they won. Josh Allen threw it 40 times and they lost. So I think this is going to be a lot of ground and pound on this game, and I'm not sure what the over/under is right now. It's not in front of me, but it's
the total on the game.
Yeah, the total on the game.
The total on the game is also in front of me on FanDuel. I have an interesting bet for you though.
All right,
that I'll take. The total is 44.
44. So I mean, it might not even get to
an interesting player prop I haven't taken before.
All right,
I just
like
found
this
on FanDuel.
I like this.
It's a player prop for the longest rush for the player.
Okay.
Josh Allen's longest rush of the game. What would you guess?
14 and a half yards. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Do you work for FanDuel?
No shit. Did I nail it?
Yeah.
Oh, I should work for FanDuel.
So yeah, 14 and a half. 14 and a half. I think you could take the over on that. I think he's gonna have at least 120-yard scamper, sideline, play action, something like third and short that's gonna he's gonna roll out and manage to get 20.
You know what's so crazy about that is I love watching, having a prop bet like that and watching the game and then watching it hit. You're like, run, fucking go. And you're just losing your mind. Like, come on. And it's it gets 16 yards and you're the only, because it's the first quarter. You're the only person that's excited.
First
you know
quarter.
What I mean?
And, hey, idiot. It was also 3rd and 27.
Yeah. It wasn't. He didn't even get a first down out of it.
Let's go! Sorry for your ears.
Scoring an empty netter and you still lose the game, but you hit the over. That's where we're at right now. Josh Allen over. So here's our picks. Drew's going Drew's going Bills -4.5. I'm going Patriots +4.5. One of us next week will be sitting here and we will be right. That's just how it works.
That's true.
You can't push it 4.5. Drew likes Josh Allen longest rush over 14.5 yards. Was it -110 on that?
122, right?
-122. That's not bad. That's still pretty good odds for player prop bet. I like Dawson Knox. You can either get him one of two ways. You could get him anytime touchdown scorer, but the Patriots are really good at blocking tight ends, or you get him most receptions. Over his receptions, it'll probably be 3.5. And if he gets cooking early, he'll hit that before halftime. Third quarter. He'll hit that in the third quarter. So that's where we're at for those games there. And then our next game here coming up is, actually, that might be the game of the week. Also, my other sure bet on that, and I hate to do this because I'm a Jets fan, Patriots +2,200. Get them to win the Super Bowl. Right now,
today is Friday.
Happen. It is.
They do play tomorrow.
It is Friday. It's tomorrow.
I feel like in the studio it's always Tuesday or Wednesday.
I know.
It's Friday.
These are the most accurate. These are accurate lines.
Yeah. So I think that that is going to be two. We're treated to 3 great night games
for sure.
Two of the 3 at least are going to be quality football. The third is going to be a great last ride for Ben.
You think it's
Ben's last ride?
All right. Well, let's
part 3.
That's part 3. And then Sunday, we have our first game, according to the FanDuel. Also, if you're looking for a place to watch these games this weekend, there's no better place to watch these games than the live casino right here. Yeah, right here. Live casino.
No,
it is.
This is the sign.
This is the sign.
It's not
right
here.
here.
The live casino.
You can come over here if you want to. But I promise you, we don't have nearly as good of questions as the live casino. Live casino. They've been great partners with us this entire season. They've been really good people to us. They're second to none. If you're looking for something to do, sports and social outside of gambling. Sports and Social has an amazing view of the Sportsbook. They have kiosks. You can bet all around there. Really, I mean, dude, it's Sunday night game. It's a Sunday night game. Go there. It's in Greensburg, so you don't have to worry about traffic coming in and out of the city. Just get out there, drink a few beers, take a chance on 30. But kind of coming back, and they have a golf simulator, they have bowling, they have skee ball, everything you want for halftime entertainment, and the food's not bad.
Food's actually really good.
I know.
I thought it was really good whenever we were there. Also, whenever we were there during the Steeler game, one of the times was there's a pierogi eating contest.
That's right.
That was tough.
That's right.
A few non-competitive eaters try and eat competitively. Wow. But that was worth it itself.
I felt bad for the pierogies.
Me too. So many just left there, stranded.
Oh, that's true.
Yep. Because they couldn't finish them all.
Couldn't finish them.
I think they gave them a plate of 40. The winner was 9.
That's impressive. Ones of the pirate game.
No, I think they got 13. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, exactly right. But no, it is really a fun place to go. They do a lot of things outside of just having
beer
great
tower,
having great facilities, having great amenities, great food. It is a good place to spend some time.
So go check it out. Even when the Steelers get eliminated this weekend, go check it out. You can still go down there and win some money.
And do this. Whenever you go, tell them that Derek and Drew, because there's nothing like having somebody look confused at you who are they?
Who the fuck? It's Derek and Drew.
So just walk in and say, Derek and Drew sent me.
Yeah. I like that. And then you can stay there from the Saturday night game. You can stay there to the Sunday 1:00 game, which is so there is a 1:00 game on Sunday. I was wrong. There's a 1, 4:30, and 8:15. There's an extra game. That's why it's on Wednesday night.
That's also because of money.
100%. This is Roger Goodell is not an idiot. The NFL is a multi-billion-dollar industry. They're doing all right.
But we still use chains to mark a football. What the
isn't that weird?
Is going on?
Isn't that weird? Why don't they how
we use chains in the big toe of 50-plus-year-old men?
What do you think will change
to mark football?
What do you think will change first?
I actually have a theory. I think that
Okay.
I think there's actually a chip in. They actually use technology. They just don't let us know about it because
they're always right.
Everybody would say it's wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched a few. I've been paying close attention to where the referees are running to mark the spots, and I feel like that someone's telling them in their head.
Interesting.
Because it's like they'll run.
Jeff Bezos?
They'll run down the sideline. Watch this next time you're watching a game, especially on a run. They'll run down the sideline. They'll try and mark it. Maybe they are that good. I'm not giving them enough credit.
The punts are impressive because when it's they get it, they nail it. You know what I mean? They're like, it was at the 37-yard line. It was 15 yards in the air.
Exactly.
How did you know that?
It's also like watching the what's that from? The Price is Yodeling Man. Whenever I'm watching a ref run down the sidelines for a punt, that's what it feels like.
Yeah. Where's it gonna stop?
Yeah.
And he falls, and you're like, no. That's you didn't win the car.
But anyway,
what do you think will happen first? Do you think they'll get a chip or an accurate like a laser in the first down markers, or they'll let PGA Tour events use rangefinders?
I feel like there has to be that technology. The more I think about it, because if you watch like European,
I mean, it definitely exists.
European football, soccer,
Yeah.
is what us Americans call it.
Yeah, lesser.
Like they have goal line technology where the ball, like they can do like a 180-degree view of the goal and the ball crossing the line, which there's not to the eye. It looks like there's nothing there.
Yeah, there's like a spider right behind you, and it's in the camera.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna go. I was gonna like get a piece of paper. That's what I was doing during your ad.
Oh, really?
I was trying to find a piece of paper to get it off.
No, it's too late.
It might be going towards the.
Oh no, we're under attack in the studio by a spider.
Is that a brown recluse?
That was no, I don't know, maybe. That's my ADD. I couldn't stop watching it.
That's what was on the. I was gonna.
Oh,
what did you think I was gonna do?
I didn't know.
You said don't do that.
I didn't even. I don't remember saying that. I sold all my Adderall.
There's a spider. Whenever you guys watch the video back, for those of you listening in your car in the podcast,
this is really
difficult for you. But there's a sign behind Derek and I that says Live Casino.
That's right here.
Actually a very nice sign.
There's
a spider walking on it, or walking,
crawling.
Itsy bitsy. And anyways, I was looking at it. I was trying to get it off, but we've gone too far off the rails.
Yeah. So anyway, that Sunday 1:00 game.
What Derek said is correct. We are under attack.
We are under attack.
Is this how Spider-Man started?
Get bit. Maybe you'll get Maybe you'll be like a superhuman sports bettor if you get bit by a spider.
Very topical. Are they sponsoring this week's episode? Did we get them?
Someone get.
Is that their way of? Is this interactive marketing? Is this guerrilla marketing? What do we learn?
Guerrilla marketing. Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Miller.
Yep.
Let's take a look here. Tampa Bay -8.5. Eagles coming into town. Tampa Bay Eagles snuck into the playoffs. How? Was there not a better team in the NFC?
They could be.
Was there not a better team in the NFC?
No, there really wasn't. They could be a team of destiny, though. I mean, that's
you think?
Why not?
No.
They snuck in. They quietly while the Steelers, everyone was making a big deal about Big Ben and Steelers somehow getting in. Shout out to the Jags.
Wow, right, huh?
And the Eagles, the Eagles just kind of snuck in.
They did,
at least from over on this side of the state. I don't know.
I'm sure the other side of the state was way more. 8.5. It seems like a lot, because this is the same Buccaneers team that's been shut out this year, 9-0 by the Saints. So
looking at these lines,
8.5 is a lot.
This is where we're going to learn who knows their football. These games are really tough.
What I will say, if you want to hear my 2 cents on it, is the Buccaneers have the best run defense in the league, in the country. The best run defense in the league. All right, Jalen Hurts is really good, but if they can shut him down and force him to pass it, I think they can force some turnovers. Brady is not going to turn the ball over. Not playoff Brady. This is playoff Brady. You lost AB, but you still have Chris Godwin. Is he injured? Chris Godwin, is he still an injured reserve? You still have Mike Evans. They still have these Rob Gronkowski. You still have guys. So 8.5 is a ton of points. 8.5 is a ton of points. Let's see if we can do it this way, because I think there will be a lot of points scored in this game, and the over is only 45.5. So let's go. This is how we're gonna do this one for sure.
Godwin has an either way.
He is done for the year. That makes a ton of sense. So we'll go.
But I also think this game is. I mean, at what point do you think Brady's no longer Brady? You don't think it's this year? You think Brady's still Brady this year?
No, I think for at least this playoff run, he's still Brady. They might limit his role a little bit, but I mean, you got to remember he's still. They came out and took care of business last week. He's not slowing down.
He got Gronk his
led
bonus.
the league in receiving yard or in passing yards. In I think touchdown. Like he had an MVP season at 44, which is pretty impressive. I mean, Aaron Rodgers will win the MVP award, but he had the MVP. He had a great MVP. It's one of those two for sure. So I don't think he's slowing down.
Because that's what there's always that game. There's always the game that especially come playoff time where it's like there's a game that shocks you. At least one, right? So
for sure. There's going to be a team that goes deep into the playoffs.
I remember 5th grade whenever the Patriots were playing the Steelers, and Brady's been playing football for a long time. And I'm very old. I remember thinking that whenever the Patriots were playing the Steelers, I think it was the AFC Championship game that year, and it was like, wow, like there's no like this is the best case scenario for the Steelers because they're playing the Patriots. Like
that's so crazy. That's so crazy to think
and
like
then,
that.
And then the Brady just does Brady things and takes him to the Super Bowl. So I mean, not that Jalen Hurts, he's crafting his own story. That's pretty remarkable.
I think the surprise team this year is the Bengals.
I don't think they're surprised. They're favored.
They favored this first game because I think like everyone was shocked.
The surprise
that the
team of
Rangers
the year.
got it. Yeah.
I'm talking about the surprise team of the playoffs.
But I think that they could make a run.
Like the fly in the soup for Tampa Bay. I mean, all the Eagles like this is like every game from here on out. It's the Eagles Super Bowl. Like they're probably grateful to be where they're at, and also they have a lot of skill on their offense. Like they do have a lot of skill whenever everybody's playing as they're capable of. So I think that I don't know. At the same time, you make a good argument with Tampa Bay having so many weapons themselves.
You got to bet against Brady in the playoffs.
Brady does appear to be Brady
at home.
So I think I got to take the Buccaneers -8.5.
You're going to take them minus 8.5. I'm going to take them. Okay, so I'll write that down for you. I like this a lot actually because it's pretty much
I
even
know where you're
money.
going. Yeah, put me on that one.
Okay, all right. So we're both in on this.
2 of those.
Yep, I'll take 2. Bucks -3.5 over 39.5. You can get that at even money right now. Yeah. Bucks -3.5. So our pick for this game is Bucks -3.5 over 39.5. Another pick is Antonio Brown not to score a touchdown. So I'm going to put us ×2 on that because we're on that. Bucks -3.5. 1-score game over 39.5. Let's go. That's -102. So it's basically even money. That's a really good. That's my bet the house.
That maybe. One, the teaser?
Maybe.
Okay. Wow. Go ahead, Derek. Go off, King. Wow.
I don't know. Dallas at San Francisco. Moving right along.
San Francisco at Jerry World.
Dallas has been a team this year when they're healthy. They've also lost some games that they probably shouldn't have lost. But I think that they got everybody back now. Amari Cooper is good, and this free agency period is going to be wild. By the way, I'm so here for it. There's going to be so many quarterbacks in different uniforms next year. I really feel like Lamar Jackson might not be back. You got Baker Mayfield, Aaron Rodgers might not be back. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be somewhere else. Like Deshaun Watson. It's a. By the way, Dolphins firing their head coach after winning 8 out of their last 9 games. Wild. Beat the Patriots twice this year. 8 out of their last 9 games, fired their head coach.
What did you hear? Did you hear anything from your sources about why?
Well, no, I don't have sources, but I heard. My personal opinion is I think he really wanted Deshaun Watson, or didn't want Deshaun. Whatever the case was, like I think he wanted Deshaun Watson. The ownership's like, no, we're not getting Deshaun Watson. We're just looking like Chicago's really interested in him. Wouldn't be surprised for whoever gets to go wherever he goes next. It's going to be like a real market for Deshaun Watson. Because he really wanted him as his
I heard he didn't like the chicken tender sandwich from Publix.
In Miami?
They said that was it, yeah.
You ever had Miami subs?
No, my friend, I got a friend from New Jersey, Mike. He makes a sub.
Jersey Mike? Miami subs chicken tenders? So good.
Anyway,
so
you were more serious than I did. I agree with you, though. I think that the number of head coaches that are changing.
7.
is quite a bit. So, and I honestly don't know that all of them were justified, especially that one. So.
Yeah, I mean, Urban Meyer probably wasn't justified.
No, there is no evidence you could point to.
Yeah, nothing
tangible.
Nothing. What did he do? What did he do wrong? What did he do wrong? What did he do, ref? What did he do?
On who?
On who? For what?
I think that,
some assholes.
There's a lot of head coach positions that also be filled by new as well.
Mike Tomlin. Do you think he's staying? He's not going anywhere, right? Mike Tomlin.
I don't think no.
Only African American head coach in the NFL right now. Now that Brian Flores is out,
it's a stat.
And Dave Cawley from Houston out. So that's a stat. It won't be that way. It won't stay that way. Brian Flores is going to get another job. Dave Cawley probably not going to get another job. Eric Bieniemy's always in line for like a head coach, the offensive coordinator for Kansas City. He's always getting interviewed. So Jim Caldwell, I think Jim Caldwell would be a perfect head coach for Jacksonville. They need an experienced head coach.
Lovie Smith's down. He's not a head coach, but down in Houston.
But he wasn't like he wasn't the head coach. Yeah.
Looking good. Lovey's hitting the gym too. He's taking care of himself.
Thick.
Lovey's doing well. Doing well with whatever role he's in right now.
All right.
But yeah, I think that we'll see what the head coach carousel brings.
Yeah, that'll be I mean, you can. I mean, if the Raiders have to. Do you think the Raiders have to keep this guy?
The rate that head coaches in our day and age, the rate that head coaches that are turned over, and as big as the contracts are, as big as it all is, it's
teams
funny
are
now
paying
that
3 or 4 coaches.
The list of potential coaches seems like it's grown so much because these head coaches that are outgoing, they're going to be offensive and defensive coordinators, whether at high end D1 NCAA programs or they're going to be at NFL programs, right? Yeah. So it's like we're still going to see them, and they're still going to be, I'm sure, making a living in football, and it's something that it's very interesting to see how all these positions change.
Yeah, sometimes the head coach is just too big for people. I mean, Todd Bowles was a terrible head coach for the Jets.
Freddie Kitchens.
Well, but where's Freddie at now? You know what I mean? But Todd Bowles is the defensive coordinator in Tampa Bay, and their defense is like the best in the league. So like sometimes it's just not like you're really good at one thing, but when you have to see everything, it's like, are you looking at where Freddie Kitchens is right now?
No, I could, but I was more thinking I was going to look up the Alabama coaching staff because I know that they
have a big coaching tree that came out of that.
Exactly right, and that's what it's like. It's like the
dude from Reserve Run.
And how do you
Scotty?
How do you
Scotty McDonald? Shout out.
How do you like, I don't know, the coaches they're gonna end up in prominent positions somewhere.
Sure,
right?
somewhere
just
for
being an NFL head coach. So, but it'll be interesting to see the names that step up and how they're able to do their job.
Although I'm pretty sure Adam Gase ended up as a high school coach. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm pretty sure of that. So we have
nice high school.
Yeah, right, maybe we have San Francisco at Dallas -3. Dallas is giving 3 points. First thoughts on this? I mean, San Francisco's been a team to reckon with through the second half of the season here. Really came on. Jimmy G really came into his own. Still a little question about his finger. Is he 100%? Is he not 100%? In Dallas, you don't have to worry about the weather. When Dallas came out this year, like, this was their year, right? Like, if they get knocked out in the first round, there's going to be some questions. Mike McCarthy's going to be under fire. Dak Prescott's going to be under fire, and they just gave him a massive contract. There's going to be some questions. So
I feel like Dallas, to me, their lineup is like a house of cards. Like
it is.
Every person you mentioned, McCarthy, Dak, keep going down the list. Zeke, Amari Cooper,
Kellen Moore.
CeeDee Lamb's been
Kellen,
really
their offensive coordinator.
More,
yeah.
But that's each of those players, they're notorious for having a great week followed by a not so great week.
Yeah, you can't do that in the playoffs.
There's a spider by your left hand, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, it's right here.
I wanted to let you know.
It's right
here,
there.
get your piece of paper.
Yeah, well, I don't want to
we can get him outside. Oh, he just fell off.
Oh no! The show's over, guys. There's. Now I got to sell this studio.
He saw me. Anyways,
you're
we can proceed. I'm gonna tootsies up. But
Hey,
all those players on the Dallas Cowboys, this is how you know a professional show. Right back into the action.
Yeah, right back into it.
And it's something that
Didn't miss a beat.
Each of those players and coach, it's like they're notorious for having 8 great weeks, and then 9 maybe not so great weeks, or vice versa, right? So about half of the season is whenever you can count on them. And I think that's not the sign of a great football team. And I think maybe Jimmy's last ride in San Francisco.
Do you think they win? Do you think they get the
here's
upset?
my surefire pick this week.
Oh, I bet the house or surefire.
Well, does my bet the house have to be on a spread?
No. You can bet,
so,
bet the house on anything.
Okay, so now
Alabama money line every week.
so two things here. One, yeah, Alabama money line, nice. One, I like to apologize.
Okay.
To George Kittle. My bet the house this week is George Kittle over 50.5 receiving yards.
Nice.
Which means that probably on the first or second reception of the game.
Oh, no. Don't say it. Don't say it.
I'm not going to say it, but you could fill in, welcome to Mad Libs. You could fill it in yourself. But George Kittle over 50.5 yards, I think that he might go for double that, honestly. But I think that the 49ers, that being said, I think the 49ers make this a game, if not win it. So I do like the 49ers +3. I'm not going to bet that. I like George Kittle in this game.
That's a ton.
But it's
a tough line.
But I think the 49ers, both teams have a lot of talent. Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel for
Deebo's
49ers.
Looking good right now.
Yeah, exactly right. So I think that this is going to be a really fast game, and you might as well, folks, if you're sitting at home wondering what you're going to do,
taking the over.
You're going to take the over.
Yeah,
it's 51. That's a tall task, but
especially in playoff football,
there's a reason it's 51.
Yeah, Dallas was the number one in the league like that, but they were also the number one. No, they were the number one offense. Sorry, they were the number one offense in the league, so they can put up points. This is a tough one. This is a game I'm probably going to stay away from.
We need 35 in the first half to hit 51.
Yeah, for sure. And if I have to make a pick on this game because it is the playoffs, I'm gonna take the over for sure. I want Dallas to win. I think it would be a very fun year for Dallas to go deep into the playoffs this year. So it would be fun. Sure, it would be fun to watch. Yeah, I don't mind watching Dallas. I mean, I know Pittsburgh hates Dallas, whatever, blah blah blah, America's team, whatever. But I'm gonna take the over. I'll take the over at 51.
Okay, that's the only over I'm taking this week.
Take the over.
Besides the only over on totals.
Sure.
Besides the other ones I've taken.
Over 51. You're going bet the house. George Kittle receiving yards, which is good. And then it gets
Ben's last ride.
That's it.
Part
it's
3.
Over. It's over. Yeah.
So I mean, you have to take Steelers +12.5, right?
Yeah. No chance.
Really?
No.
You think Chiefs are gonna?
No.
You think the Chiefs are gonna embarrass Ben for his last game? Do you really think that's what?
I think that they would love to, for sure. I don't think they're gonna embarrass him, but I think it's playoff football. You can never be up by too many points. You can never be up by too many points because stupid things happen. Jacksonville beats Indianapolis. You know what I mean? Like stupid things happen.
If you're up on the Steelers by 35 at half,
right? There's a chance.
Entering the second half, that lead it visibly stays the same on the scoreboard, but mentally it shrinks.
What was it?
14.
26 nothing against
26
Vikings.
Or 29, yeah.
20, yeah, Vikings, and then what happened? Yeah. You just never know because
Steelers going to steal.
Because what happens is if Pat, not that I want this to happen because I don't want this to happen, but what happens if Patrick Mahomes, they go up by 14 points and they start taking it easy, and then Patrick Mahomes get injured.
There's so many things,
and
that
you know
happen.
what I mean. Like, so you gotta keep your foot.
Don't get their vitamin C or whatever stops cramps, and then everybody's cramping up.
Cranberry juice.
Anything could happen.
Anything could happen. So you're taking Steelers +12.5.
Oh yeah,
Ben's last ride. I'm gonna take
Steelers by 40.
Hot take. I'm going to take Kansas City over -6.5 over 40.5. Kansas City -6.5 over 40.5 is my pick.
That's a phenomenal bet.
I think that's Kansas City -6.5 over 40.5.
Can we just put can you put next to mine in parentheses for fun?
What's that? Oh yeah, yours
Steelers,
is fun.
Steelers +12.5. Then just put just for fun.
Just for fun.
Yeah, in parentheses.
Okay. All right.
Is there a just for fun?
There's not a just for fun option.
Okay, I really like what you just said right
That's what. So KC -6.5 over 40.5.
Yeah, Pittsburgh Steelers
over
12.5. Hold on, let me type in. It's a prank.
It's a prank. This a joke. And then we get the Monday. And also, shout out to Ben Roethlisberger for having an amazing career. I'll be the first person to tell you I don't like the Steelers. I'm not a big Steelers fan. I don't care. But. You look back at this guy, no respect. He was never in a conversation. Did he ever win an MVP?
I don't think so. I think there was a point in time where he was in the conversation, but it was more of his timing.
Sure.
Like his contemporaries, who I don't think he was fairly compared to because of where he played football.
Right.
Like I think because he played for Pittsburgh Steelers and played a different brand of football at a time whenever Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, and all these guys are
Tom Brady
doing what
in his
they're doing.
prime.
And that's what it's something where he's Ben was in the conversation, but never among like those top three.
Right.
And that's what it was, more just a timing thing. And now once they stepped back, which they had extremely long careers at their time, once they stepped back and he was coming to the end of his prime, it was something that he I don't think he got the recognition that he deserves. So yeah.
Definitely did not.
12 postseasons and 18 total seasons. I mean,
never had a losing season.
Anybody would be happy about that.
First ballot Hall of Famer, easy first ballot Hall of Famer.
And taught everybody how to spell a name that's more than
really tough.
14 characters.
Congratulations to Ben. We do shout you out here.
I typed in Ben's last name as my password, and it said very strong.
Yeah, very strong. He is. I appreciate what he did for the game. Again, very underrated game, but very underrated career.
Don't focus on me evading
Hall
the
of
spider.
I wasn't. I was just trying to think in my own head. But Kansas City, -6.5. Ben, it was a fun time. It's over. Over 40.5. If they get through this game, they win the Super Bowl because it's all probably rigged.
If the Steelers win this game, you have to do the next episode.
Interesting. I don't have face paint.
Not yet.
I'll have to get some. And then that leads us to our final game of the week. Our final game of the week is the Arizona Cardinals and the LA Rams. Rams are giving 3.5 points. Where are you feeling on this?
I don't know. I've been
first ever Monday night playoff game.
I've been banging the drum for both of these teams for most of the year, so I kind of feel like I'm in between a rock and a hard place. D-Hop coming back?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's enough to change like the entire offer. You get one of the most electric receivers in the league
without
back.
question.
That's going to change your odds and how you play. I think it's going to be a good game. Okay. So I'm going to stay away. Do you feel anything on the spread?
Yeah, there's never been a team that's struggled with more talent than Los Angeles Rams. Give me the Arizona Cardinals -3.5 all day. I'm locking that in. That to me is like one of those things where it's like I feel like Kyler Murray is going to, and you have to remember there was like at one point this season, like the last like 3 weeks, Matt Stafford threw 7 interceptions on 51 passes. Like this, one of these two are about to win their first playoff game. One of them has been in the league way longer, and he's not going to get it done. LA, I'm so sorry. Kyler Murray can evade the pass rush. He'll get out of the pocket. He'll make some plays. -3.5 does not seem like enough. I feel like they get it done here. I'm taking Arizona -3.5.
Put a James Conner touchdown on there too.
Ooh,
yeah, order me one of those.
All right.
+125 right now on FanDuel.
+125.
+125. Yeah,
that should be your bet the house
Cooper
pick.
Kupp -170. No, I've already done that.
That's true.
But I do. I mean, I don't know. It's tough. James Conner to score a touchdown, that's a separate thought. But I'm thinking about the spread now, and I really don't know what I would take. I think I'd like to just try and enjoy this game. Because
it's a Monday night. It's the only one on.
I was going to take the over on it as well, but I already said I wasn't going to take another over, so I'm just going to go ahead and take James Conner touchdown scorer.
All right.
But if you're feeling like you enjoy overs, 49.5 is the total right now. I think that we could get there. This is also two teams where too many points can't be scored. I could see a big seesaw game where one team takes the lead early and the other team comes back late. So I think it's going to be worth staying up late for. I will be tuned in myself.
I think that's a good idea. I think we got to do a hot take. Oh, we already did our bet the house pick. Yours is George Kittle over 50.5 receiving yards. Mine is Bucks -3.5 over 39.5. We're going that. My parlay, if I had to pick one, I would honestly just go, Tampa Bay money line, Chiefs money line. Chiefs money line's not going to help you out much at all, honestly. And Cardinals. Let's do Cardinals money line in there. So that's my parlay of the week. It's TB money line. It's all money lines. TB money line. Hold on, I had something else in that slip. TB money line, KC money line, and AZ money line, and that is plus 280. That's my parlay. That's my parlay. I think Arizona wins outright. Obviously, Kansas City and Tampa Bay probably have the two easiest slates to win outright. So, pretty easy money as long as they're and if both of those hit, you're really invested in that Monday night game because you're like, I need this for the last of my parlay. So,
I don't mind it.
Okay.
I'm figuring here. I'm going to give us a nice little Sunday parlay.
All right.
And we are going to let's see. We're going to go ahead and do. All right, I got one extra thing in here. Okay, so in Philadelphia at Tampa Bay. Okay. Very simple. Jalen Hurts over 49.5 rushing yards is minus 108. San Francisco at Dallas. Ezekiel Elliott, rushing plus receiving, over 67.5. He's either going to have one big run or one big passing or one big reception is going to get him there. And then to cap it all off, Pittsburgh Steelers at the Kansas City Chiefs. Ben Roethlisberger to throw an interception. Yes. Minus 182. Those three together are plus 460.
I like that.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts is going to rush. They're going to be down. He's just going to try and make stuff happen.
Yeah, well, that's so. I was going to say because they're the best rushing defense in the league, so that one was like I don't know if that, but when you describe it like that, he's going to be behind the sticks. He's got to make plays.
It's not designed rushes,
right? Exactly. Yeah, he's just running for his life back there.
So Zeke's gonna have at least one big rush or one big reception that gets him probably 2/3 of the way to that 67.5.
Yeah,
and then he's got a little bit of way to go. Yep, and then Ben Roethlisberger to throw an interception. I mean. Come on.
Probably going to. He's throwing wet sandbags out there. When Phillip Rivers was at the end of his career, you could see like they're just throwing their whole shoulder into to try to get anything on the ball. And Ben's there right now. Like you can see like he's just chucking it like that.
And we taught him whenever he came to us for coaching. We were like, hey, Ben, we are professional football instructors. Don't do this. Do one of the same whenever Tebow came to us and we taught him too.
Eventually, next week when you retire and you're golfing, you get like this. You're over start casting, and
that's where our golf
snap hooks
come into play. Exactly.
So, do you have a hot take? Because I have a hot take, and if you don't, I'll give mine first.
No, I don't have a hot take.
All right.
There's this week. I mean, the only really hot take you can really pick is like one of the teams that's down, like the Eagles or the Steelers. So I'm curious. What do you think for a hot take?
My hot take is this is a hot take that's going to take some time to develop. It's going to take some sizzle. Patriots to win the Super Bowl plus 2,200. That's my hot take. Patriots to win the Super Bowl plus 2,200. Who's your team? Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to ask this. Who's the team that you're cheering for in the playoffs next week when the Steelers are out? Like who's the team that you want to back? Win it all.
This is where it's tough because
as a football fan,
I'm saying that's why I almost want to say the Bengals, but it's like the AFC North team. But it's like that's why I said I kind of led up to it earlier. You're not cheering for Cincinnati Bengals, not the organization, but Joe Burrow. That's why I want to see Joe Burrow do well.
Jamar Chase.
Besides whenever he's playing, the black and gold, I want to see Joe Burrow do well.
Which he was 2-0 against this year.
Yeah, so he did well.
Yeah. So your team is the Bengals?
Yeah, I think that's who I would cheer for.
Yeah.
I mean, who I think is going to win? I think the Packers are.
Super Bowl prediction. Who's going to who's in the Super Bowl? Who's your team? Who's the two teams playing in the Super Bowl this year?
Hold on, I need to think about this. I wasn't prepared for this one.
I know.
Do you have it yet?
I mean, I do, but I thought about it the other day.
All right.
Mine's not like the Packers and the Titans. The Titans, dude, they might be the worst one seed I've ever seen in my life. Get out of here, Ryan Tannehill. Get out of here. They're out next week.
Hey, shout out to you for calling out Tannehill's prowess like before the season even started.
Yeah,
very very nicely done.
Number one seed in the AFC.
He led them. Would you say he led them there?
No, because they limped there. Here. Go ahead with yours. Here's mine.
I'm still waiting for mine.
And this is
I'm not going to take it. It's going to come to me.
It's not an easy one, but I mean the Patriots because they're going to win. Patriots are going to the Super Bowl, so they're going to the Super Bowl this year versus the Arizona Cardinals. I think Arizona finds a way to get it done. They find a way to win, navigate the waters. I mean, you got to think about it. After this game, if they beat the Rams, who's next? They got the Buccaneers, the Cowboys, or the Packers. So assuming they don't end up with the Packers, I mean that'll be a tough one right out of the gate. But I think they can easily handle any other team there. They have a really good defense, And with DeAndre Hopkins back, they have a really good offense. I know it's probably not going to have teams that I think will be there at the end.
All right, so I thought about this a little bit, and I think it's hard to pick teams.
You have to.
Teams themselves, but I'd like to hedge a little bit because you see a lot with how this first game is going to go in the playoffs.
Okay.
Right? I think you learn from that. And what made me think that is I think the winner of San Francisco at Dallas is going to represent the NFC. Whoever wins that game is going to represent the NFC. And then the winner of the nope, I'm not going to hedge that way this time. Bills. I think we're going to get the winner of Niners Cowboys versus the Bills. I think the Bills are going to have everything it takes. I don't think they're all going to be pretty wins, but I think they're going to
gritty.
They're not all pretty.
I mean,
wins,
it's Buffalo. It's gritty.
So I think that this is going to be a nice breakout season for the Bills, just to be
relevant,
beaten in the Super Bowl again.
I'll tell you right now.
So the Super Bowl champion is going to be whoever wins that Dallas 49ers game. I think
you're taking an NFC championship.
Yeah,
the champion there. Yeah, I will tell you right now. I pray that the Buffalo Bills do not make it to the Super Bowl because their fans are so annoying. I mean, just because at least with Patriots fans,
Buffalo fans.
Yeah, but I mean, for the most part, you're not a Jets fan though. But at least for the Patriots, you guys have earned it for 25 years. You guys have earned it. And Bills fans we just got good, but
what?
that's what it feels like.
So I was gonna say why. I was gonna ask why. You kind of explained it there. Why? Why are Bills fans so annoying?
I mean, Bills Mafia. They're just loud. They're crazy. They weren't in your face when they were 2-14 ago. They weren't in your face when they were, but at least Cleveland Brown fans, they were always passionate. You know what I mean? And Buffalo fans were always passionate, but they were I don't know. For me, it's just they're just.
I think the opposite. I think they are in your face. I think they're in your face all the time. And I was going to say that I respect the Bills Mafia.
I respect them. I just don't want to see them in the Super Bowl.
For no other reason, I first became acquainted with the Bills Mafia whenever I worked my freshman year internship for golf management. And one of the members had a Buffalo Bills golf bag. And I thought,
who's a Bills fan? Who are you?
Yeah. What do you...
They're passionate.
Yeah, but he's
passionate.
Never wavered. You could talk to him about the Bills every Sunday during football season and every weekend, and he knew all the players, and it was happy he really wants to talk about the Bills around Southwestern PA. So that was where I first became acquainted with the Bills Mafia, and then I was around them whenever they were in Pittsburgh. I was around them whenever I was in Nashville this past year, and it's something that I really appreciate the love that the Bills fans have for their team. I think they're great.
I think that they can be as great as they want as long as they don't make it to
You're a Jets fan. I mean,
yeah.
Do you want me to beg you to stop, or do you?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, I just don't want I don't want to see the Patriots.
What are you waiting
either.
for to change from the
Jets?
Yeah.
Death probably.
Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow.
I would be I'm just so rooted in the Jets now. But I would be a Bengals fan. I'm cheering for the Bengals. Bengals are my playoff.
You could never fully get off of the Jets.
Never,
if the Jets
never.
won, even if you said today you're stopping cheering for the Jets, in 20 years they won a Super Bowl, you'd be like,
that's my team. That's my team. Underneath, yeah. So I think hey, good luck this weekend. Super wild card weekend.
Yeah, good luck to everybody.
We have
to us, especially.
It's especially to us. Yeah. Good luck to us.
Especially us, yeah.
Because
if there's luck being passed around, just ask politely if we can have some.
We'll take some of that. And if the Steelers make it next week into the next round, maybe we'll go to the casino, watch the game.
If the Steelers make it to the next round?
Yeah.
What, do you not want to hang out with me?
No, we're gonna get 4 feet of snow this Sunday. I don't want to. I don't want to be out on the road.
Yeah, this Sunday.
Yeah, this Sunday's bad.
But next Sunday we'll do it. Regardless, we'll go see.
Oh, that would be fun.
How about if the Jets make the next round? We'll go.
Interesting choice of words you just put in a sentence and aimed at me.
Keep the Rays in Tampa.
Keep the Rays in Tampa. Congratulations, everybody, on your wins. If you went along with us, we do appreciate it. Check our Instagram out and our Facebook out. We post some bets there. We appreciate you guys. Good luck this Sunday, everybody. Happy NFL playoffs. We've done it. It's here. And I can't wait to see you all again next week.
Just a reminder from your friends to take the over gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.